Hello, everybody, and welcome back to 50 Shades of Tay. I'm Taylor Gonzalez, and my guest today plays the prince in the upcoming horror fantasy, The Death of Snow White. I'm so excited to welcome Tristan Nokes. Tristan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Good for Thursday. It's so far so good.
Wait,
So,
it's Thursday? That's crazy. So that means tomorrow will be 1 week already since the premiere.
yep.
What the hell? That is like insane to me to think. It feels like it was just yesterday.
Yeah, it was pretty insane. Photos are still up and running and people are still posting on Instagram. So
Yeah, I just got an
it's
email
so
last
crazy.
night with like all the red carpet photos, and I was like, oh, dang, they look really good. Everything turned out so nice. Such a
Thank you.
fun
Thank
event.
you. Yeah, it was super fun. My first time watching it actually.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So what was it like for you getting to be in a full theater and getting to hear like everyone's reactions to all the jokes and all the action?
I told I told everyone and my friends that it was like walking on a tight wire where I knew when the scenes were coming for me and I'm not my own biggest fan. So I'm getting ready to see the scenes and I'm like, please don't be cringy. Please don't be cringy. Please don't be cringy. And then the scene lasts and I'm like, okay, I'm not as bad as I think I am, but So um I think everyone did an amazing part on their roles. I think the sound, the score was amazing. Everyone hit their parts. I think everyone was just trying to have fun with it and make the best of what we had.
Let me just tell you, you were not cringy at all. You were so good in the role. You made such a believable prince, and
Thank
I
you.
loved all your scenes. I loved your chemistry with all the different characters you got to interact with. I think you did a phenomenal job, and you should be
Thank
very
you.
proud of yourself.
Thank you so much.
For
Thank you.
people who haven't had a chance yet to check out the trailer, how would you describe the death of Snow White?
Um, Normally when I show somebody a trailer, expect blood and gore and a lot of like if you like almost if you watch like surgery videos and your toes begin to curl and you're just like ee, those are some things that you can expect. But if you watch the trailer, the newest one that came out, um, it looks fun. We've hired real LP actors, so it's very fun. Come at it as in like it's a fun movie to watch. It's I had fun. Hopefully, all the viewers and all the audience will have fun as well. So.
Yeah, it's a very fun movie, very fun to see it with an audience because it's there's nothing like getting to be in a theater and hearing everyone, cheer or get grossed out at some of the blood and some of the
Yeah,
guts.
I
So it's
know.
just a fun
I was
environment.
hearing a lot of, oh God, no, why? So, yeah, it was pretty fun.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I kept looking over at the people like diagonally from me, and there were some people that had to cover their eyes a couple times. So it was pretty fun to get to see people's reaction.
Yeah, I myself didn't see the practical, I saw some of the practical effects, but I didn't see it to that full extent. And they were real. Like, they look so real. Like, I saw one person there lying on the ground and I thought they were just like taking a nap or something, but they were like dead ass on the ground and on the grass. I'm like, dude, you okay? Oh, like it was a head, and then the body was just completely open and split in two. And I was like, all right, so that's what we're doing today. Cool, cool, cool.
Uh,
Uh,
bef Before
yeah.
we go any further, I have to show you, I forgot to show you what I am drinking out of to celebrate the film.
Hey, look at that.
My very
Now you
own
gotta add
poison
the
apple
maggots.
and the vodka.
There you go. There you go.
Could you imagine? I just like I'm slurring my words through the rest of this interview.
No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I'll clear with you.
Oh my God. How would you describe your version of the prince in this film?
Yeah, so in both films that have been released recently, I can't really say anything about Kristen Stewart's Snow White because I haven't seen that one, nor Julia Roberts. But the two films that I've seen, which were both Disney, they didn't really involve the prince that much. Like the animated one, it was only for like a quick second or two. He was there for the beginning, then he was there for the end.
Mhm.
And the live action one, he wasn't a character at all.
Yeah.
So it gave me a lot of creative liberty to figure out who this character was and where he came from and where the background was. So he came from a neighboring kingdom to, fall in love with someone from another neighboring kingdom, very Romeo and Juliet. Not necessarily a forbidden love, but the though we're just getting to know each other. We've known each other for years, but let's try something. Let's dive a little bit more into that relationship and really figure out who we are. And I think that movie really dives down more into the romantic side of the story rather than just Snow White. It's Snow White and the seven dwarves. It's Snow White and the prince and the evil queen. It's everyone together that tells the full story.
Yeah, that's interesting that you point that out because I didn't realize. So you said it right now. Yeah, the prince isn't very much in the original animated film. And like you said, he's not in the new one at all, which was crazy to me that there was no prince in this movie. I was like, what the hell? But
And I
what
don't
kind of,
think there was a prince in Kristen Stewart's either. I think it was just Snow White and the Huntsman.
oh yeah, I haven't seen that one in a long time,
I haven't seen that one in a long time
but
either.
I think now that you mention it, I can't off the top of my head remember who would have played the prince. So
Yeah,
I don't know. Wow, yeah, that's really
yeah.
interesting. So what kind of research did you get to do to help create this character?
Well, the director, when I did my audition and when I read the description of the character, I knew it was a prince character. So I was embodying more of a lot of, I've seen some Bridgerton, I've seen some of the royal aspects of how some royalty act.
Mhm.
Um, so they said they want Prince proper, but not too cocky, if that
Okay.
makes sense. So they want him more of a humble, he knows he can get the girl,
Mm,
but more of like having that kind of charm and intelligence that he can have. So we try to blend that in and make the prince as charming as possible, hopefully. As charming as possible, but not being overbearing and too cocky.
oh yeah, that's perfect. That's a perfect blend. Um, the chemistry between you and Snow White, the Prince and Snow White, was so good.
Thank you.
What kind of behind the scenes stuff did you guys do to get to know each other better and to help that chemistry show up on screen?
Yeah, absolutely. So basically, we all went together for hair and makeup at this. If you didn't know that the Renaissance Festival was literally maybe two apartment buildings big. It was very small. So the church that you see in the movie is actually our hair and makeup place. So you go into the church and you see all of our chairs with the hair and makeup. So anytime you did hair and makeup, that's where you saw the rest of the cast. We didn't. The table read that we did was through Zoom, so it wasn't really face to face. But over time, when we did our hair and makeup, when we did a bunch of BTS, and when we did the rehearsals and acting, we got to know each other. It was in her backyard. So it wasn't like she was off somewhere. She was here every day. So it was a lot of fun hanging out with the rest of the cast. The beginning of the scenes were Snow White and her friends. So I was able to hang out with Sanaya Lotus and Lydia and Haley and the rest of the group. But yeah, we had a lot of fun. We took group photos together. We played makeup and dress up and we played all the things.
Oh, that is so fun. That sounds like, I don't know, the perfect way to get to know everybody and just to
Oh
have
yeah.
that
Oh
bonding
yeah.
experience.
Absolutely. Yeah. Every time we say cut, we just like go back into the church and just start doing our thing, playing some games, playing trauma bonding, it's all right.
That's hilarious. So, as we have mentioned, there's a ton of blood and gore in this film. How are you as an audience member yourself? When you go see a movie like this in a theater, are you someone who is okay with that? Are you someone who has to, look away for a bit? How do you handle it?
Oh, absolutely. No, I am a horror fan through and through. Most of my movies I watch are either horror, some kind of supernatural film, a fantasy film, medieval fantasy, sci-fi. I am a fiction nerd. So that's my go-to. So I've seen there are aspects where things can be a little too bloody, like Evil Dead,
Oh,
where
okay.
it's like raining blood, and I'm just like, okay, that's a little unnecessary, but all right, we'll continue. Um, but yeah, Snow White. I think they use like 50 gallons or more blood in the movie, and yeah, a lot of it. I know exactly what prosthetic they used,
Mhm.
but in the movie it still looks so real,
Yeah,
and
it
it just
does.
they did a phenomenal job.
Yeah. So crazy. Yeah, it's crazy to see it like in person when you're on set and then to see it again. on the big screen and
Yes.
like this isn't real, but I don't know, there's just something about the way it looks in your mind. It just plays that
Yeah.
trick and it's like, oh my God.
Like for the audience, when they see the movie, they will see, the queen is all about self-mutilation when it comes to beauty. Um, I'm not going to give away spoilers, but there was a prosthetic where when they do the sewing of the lashes,
Yeah.
I saw the prosthetic and they were able to move the eye around to make it look real. And
That is
then when you see
nuts.
it on camera, it looks like a freaking eye. You cannot help but to like just cringe and just like not because of it's embarrassing, but it's just like just so like so
Yeah. Oh.
it's just makes your jaw clench.
Mhm. Wow. So since you mentioned you're a huge horror fan, what are some of your favorite go-to horror films?
Yeah, I recently, speaking of Evil Dead, I recently watched the newest Evil
Oh
Dead.
yeah.
I
Evil
forgot
Dead
which one.
Rise.
Evil Dead Rise. That was a good one. I like that one a lot. I get a lot of my inspiration from that. What else have I seen? I love Talk to Me. Talk to Me was
Oh my
good.
God, that one was so good.
Yeah, I like that one. Um, there's a new, there's some newer ones that are coming out that I want to see, but I can't really name any of the top
Did
of
you
my
see
head.
The Substance?
I love The
Oh my
Substance.
God, best
That's
movie
my
of the year.
love The Substance. That was awesome. I love
Yeah.
that one. I love the concept and I love everything. The moral of the story and everything was really cool.
Yeah, I don't know the last time I've seen something that had me like that hooked, and it was so original and just
Hmm.
everything about it, from the cinematography to the sound
Yeah.
design to the acting. Best movie of 2024, I'm
Oh,
telling
I
you right now.
loved it. Loved it. It was such a cool concept. But
Mhm.
yeah, we saw The Substance. That was pretty cool. I
Oh,
like that.
so awesome. So I was curious how you got your start as an actor.
Well, it was during the time of COVID. It was one of those, you know how you color your hair during COVID? It was one of those COVID colorings where you just get bored and you're just like, you know what? I think this is the time where it's time to fulfill dreams. And I want to try to do that. So I just set up some apps. There are some self-taping audition apps where you can, do auditions. And I started during COVID. And then after that, I just kept going further and further in that career. Um, and hopefully this movie expands
Mhm.
to a greater audience and hopefully people are able to see, what I can do and and hopefully they'll see more of me. I don't know.
Yeah, I really can't wait to see what you do next because I think you're so great in this. And uh, if you had your choice for your next project, like what is your dream role? Is there a certain director you want to work with, a certain actor you want to share a scene with?
Um, I already had my dream role,
Ooh,
the prince.
all right, all right.
When I got the prince, I was like, okay, I can cross this off my bucket list. But if we can keep going from there, which
Mhm.
I hope,
Yes.
because I'm just like I'm already excited as it is. If we can continue going there, and if the sky is the limit, obviously Marvel or some kind of film to that extent.
Mhm.
But I'm starting slow. I'm making my way up. I'm not trying. I'm trying to reach for the stars, but also have expectations. So any kind of Marvel film would be great. Being a part of the MCU would be such an honor.
Yeah.
It's be amazing. Uh, anything Disney, anything just things that I've grown up with and I've always thought were amazing.
Yeah. No, is there a specific Marvel character you would want to play?
I'm trying to think of a superhero character that matches me because I'm like Spider-Man, but he's already there. I don't know. I think if there's a new superhero that comes out and that, you know, kind of like I fit the cast and I fit the
Mhm.
fit, probably. I would be more than happy to audition for it.
Oh, that'd be
But
awesome.
what was that?
Oh, that'd be awesome. I would love
I
to see
know,
that
I
for you.
know.
So,
Maybe a new Nightcrawler. I don't know.
ooh, that'd be really,
That
really
would be
good.
cool, right?
Yeah. And then you two, I don't know if you did this yesterday, but I watched in the background while I was working like a 5 hour stream of them panning the chairs where they were announcing all the cast.
Yes.
Then one day you too will have a 5 hour stream where your name is on the back of a chair.
I only hope. I
Oh
only
my
wish.
gosh.
I only promise.
And
Yeah,
then
it's great.
before we go, I did want to ask you about your D&D love.
Mhm.
Um, Can you tell me a little bit about like your play style and some of the characters you play as?
I normally don't play as a character. I normally am a DM. I'm forever DM.
Oh, okay.
I am a storyteller through and through. So I have been DMing for 10 years. And I'm also a graphic designer, so I create the posters for them. I just recently got a 3D printer and now I'm going ballistic. And now 3D
Ooh.
printing is becoming my whole personality. So wait, let me show you.
Wow, that is awesome.
So these are my lovelies.
Oh my God, I'm gonna make it full screen. Hold on. Let me do it so everyone can see better details.
This is Barbara. Susie, we don't talk. You know why we call her Susie? But yeah,
Oh my God, so cool. That's awesome.
yeah. So 3D printing has been amazing.
Oh,
I'm just spoiling my players at the moment.
oh, very fun. Well, Tristan, I can't thank you enough for taking time out of your day to join me. I can't wait for everyone to see this film. It'll be in theaters on April 18th, so everyone make sure you get your tickets, take your family, take your friends, and enjoy this film. In the meantime, where is a good place for people to follow you and keep up with all your other upcoming projects?
Yeah, absolutely. My Instagram is Tristan Nokes, TristanNokes. You can follow me there on Instagram, and that's about it.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Tristan. I appreciate it, and congratulations on everything.
No, thank you so much, Taylor.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, bye.